If you want to be great at anything, there are 5 things that you're going to need to achieve this awesomeness. Really, it's desire, commitment, sacrifice, attitude, and work ethic. Okay, so let's break those down. Desire. It's that fire in your belly. It's that thing that gets you up every day. It's the Olympic swimmer that wakes up at 5 a.m. every day, rain or shine. And it's kind of a tough thing because sometimes we may not want to wake up. But if we commit, to that every day, whether we want to or not, we or you can achieve. Okay, so what about sacrifice? Sacrifice might be the hardest because you might, miss hangouts and barbecues and parties, and there's no time for TV and movies. So, your whole life doesn't have to be like one big sacrifice after the next or whatever. But think about it like this. What's due tomorrow, we do today. And that's going to sacrifice. You're going to get things done. Now, we all have to make sacrifices for the things we want to achieve. The thing is, when you have a job or you're a student, it's imperative that you get your work done. Just get it done. Okay, so we move over to attitude. Attitude is very important. I mean, really, attitude is everything. As a professional in training, think about it like this. If I or if you were on some kind of hiring committee and you're interviewing a particular candidate, could you see yourself retiring with that person? And if so, maybe this is, or maybe they passed what we would call the forever test. In the modern vernacular, we use the word vibe. We use the word vibe really in place of attitude. Now, this does not mean that a person is lazy or overly chill. Really, good vibes from a person is, they're relaxed. They have this inner calmness. Now, some may have a rough exterior, but really they could be a puppy dog. And that puppy dog vibe comes from inner calmness. And lastly, I would add that, this idea of hard work ethic, it's very important. It's another hot, button or hot topic, hot button issue, hot topic item, however we want to say that. Because we don't really know, where the bar is, where's that level of, greatness or awesomeness in terms of the work. And it's even more of a challenge because how hard we work doesn't necessarily always equal, the fruits of our labor, what we want. That outcome doesn't always make sense to us because we're thinking, if we work hard, we're just going to be awesome. It's only just a part or a sliver of the components that we need to use to achieve the things we want to achieve. Work ethic is a part of that. But the efficiency and the quality, these things matter. The hours that you work, you can work 100 hours. So it's the hours that you work, they matter, but maybe not as much in we think that they do. So we can work 100 hours and someone works, 30, 40, 50 and accomplishes much more than we do. So we've got to get away from this idea of hours equals success or awesomeness. It's not always the case. It's easy for me, I guess, to say, hey, you should have high standards and, we should do this and do that. But who am I or you or anyone to be the arbiter of these standards, policies, regulations? Obviously, these kind of things are set by, groups of people and, businesses and countries and institutions and academia, et cetera, on and on and on. I think the big point about having just a really great, high caliber, quality work ethic, it's pretty simple. It's really just discipline. It's doing the work when you don't want to. It's doing the work when you don't like it. It's doing the things that maybe feel like busy work to get to get great. Now, there's certainly maybe more to this work ethic idea, but work, I think when I think of boiling down, maybe one of the most important elements of these, what you can call what we can call the 5 pillars of awesomeness, 5 pillars of greatness, or just the 5 things you really need to be successful in your life. And hard work is very important, but I think it needs to be efficient work, and it needs to be smart work and organized and planned. And there's got to be systems in place to help you achieve all the things that you want to achieve. Now, I'll talk more about some of these things to break these down further in other videos as we move forward. But today, I just wanted to leave you with this idea of like what you're going to need to do to really be successful. And it all comes down to these 5 pillars of greatness. And that is desire, commitment, sacrifice, attitude, and work ethic. And with that, I'm Professor Ron. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.